how the story ends. You say you hope we can be friends. Don't think that I can make amends or learn to start again if this is how the story ends. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I never thought I'd live to see the day you'd ask to be set free, the day you'd walk away from me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. But you can run from your feelings, and you can hide behind that melancholy smile. I should have known it from the start that you'd be no good for my heart. You got careless down to an art, and it's gripping me apart. I should have known it from the start. You can run from me, darling, and you can hide behind that melancholy smile. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I just can't hope for one more day. There's no use begging you to stay, 'cause I can't go on this way. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. You can run from your feelings, and you can hide behind that melancholy smile. No, you can run from me, darling, and you can't hide behind that melancholy smile. Well, this is how the story ends. I see no way we can be friends. Don't think that I can make amends. I don't know how I'll start again, 'cause this is how our story ends. Thank you all so much. How's everybody doing today? In this beautiful summer day that we get to share together. I'm Rigby Summer. I'm here all the way from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Does anybody know where Stillwater is? Nope. You know. No way. Like presently? All right. Well, come see me next time you're in town. How's that? All right. I love it. So, I'm always glad to find people who know Stillwater. Usually when I go west, there's somebody around who does. But here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to play you probably a whole lot of my songs, and quite a few songs that I stole from friends and a few covers that you might know. But we're going to start out with a song a friend wrote. This is by a gal named Chelsea Coleman, who used to live in Tulsa. This is a song called Wearing My Heart. Well, I've been wearing my heart on my face these days. Everybody's falling in and out of love with me. I've been giving so much and taking what's been coming to me. Don't you know not to get too attached to me? Don't you know not to fall in too deep? 'Cause I'm a little sensitive and you can't expect me to leave. Whenever you put your expectations on me. I've been waking up happier and stronger these days. Everybody's wondering what's gotten into me. In other words, other wonders, other thunder rolls and rumbles through me. Don't you know not to get don't you know not to fall in too deep? 'Cause I'm all sensitive and you can't expect me to leave. Whenever you put your expectations on me. Wearing my heart is wearing me, and I swear someday I'm gonna shut the whole thing down. Wearing me, wearing me, wearing me, wearing me out. This is where the pedal steel goes. Don't you know not to get too attached to me? Don't you know not to fall in too deep? 'Cause I'm all sensitive and you can't expect me to be everything and everyone you can be. Wearing my heart is wearing me, and I swear someday I'm gonna shut the whole thing down. It's wearing me, wearing me, wearing me, wearing me out. Wearing my heart is wearing me, and I swear someday I'm gonna shut the whole thing down. It's wearing me, wearing me, wearing me, wearing me out. It's wearing me, 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 wearing me out. Thank you so much. All right, well now we're 2 songs in, and I have to ask, how does it sound out there? Because I'm running my own sound today. We can hear everything? Dave, we can hear everything? Okay, if Dave gives me the thumbs up, then we're good to go. I had a great little visit over at the Pickin' Parlor yesterday. And man, I'm so thankful that I stepped in there and met those folks. I needed new strings, and I needed a setup on this guitar, and I needed all kinds of stuff, and I didn't even know you had such a sweet little music shop here in town, but I went over there and ended up spending, I think I was there for 2.5 hours, hanging out, chatting, talking about guitars, and Dave got all my guitars fixed up for me, and so we're ready to roll on down the road. So thanks for helping me sound better today. They even tested my PA and tested my board and helped me out with all kinds of stuff. So I'm so grateful to them, and glad to have new friends in Rock Springs. So thank you so much. Yeah. All right, well, once upon a time, I thought it would be a nice idea to live in Nashville. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, I was at a point in my life where I was not playing my own music yet. I was hardly playing or singing at all yet, but I thought I would be happy helping other people with their music careers using my spreadsheet skills and booking and all of that kind of stuff. And because I actually wanted to be doing this, I was totally miserable. So miserable, in fact, that the oldest song that I wrote, because I was just starting to write songs when I lived there, and the oldest song that I wrote that I kept, meaning I kept playing it, and still playing it today, many, many, many years later, is this next song. And I wrote it about running away, but I must have broken down or gotten lost or something because I didn't make it very far. This song is called Kentucky. Come on, baby, let's just run away. Take me to a better place. Maybe some lovely place like Kentucky. You and me, babe, with the top rolled down. Come on, let's blow this town. 'Cause I'm tired of dreaming about Kentucky. Do you remember when we met? How could I forget? Cherry blossoms springing of new life. Now leaves are turning green to brown. Oh, the leaves, they're falling down. What better time to take me for a drive? So come on, baby, take me for a ride. I'll sit on the passenger side, and you can sing your song about Kentucky. You know, babe, this city ain't my scene, and I said I'd wear your ring. You can tell me all your dreams in Kentucky, yeah. I know the way well in my mind as we drive down 65. Autumn breezes blowing through our hair. At Bowling Green we'll hang a right, and we'll start our new life. You'll steal a kiss because we're almost there, and it's you and me, babe. The top rolled down, headed for your small hometown, and we'll watch the sun go down in Kentucky, in Kentucky, in Kentucky, yeah. Yeehaw! All right. Well, I'm feeling funny because I put this, I usually have a rug that I travel with so that I have something to kind of mark my space. And it comes in very practically when I play a place like this that has decking. I get really superstitious that I'm going to drop my capo, which is this thing, or drop my guitar pick and it's going to go into the abyss and never be seen again. So we grabbed a beach towel because we tried to go to the hot springs yesterday. We grabbed a beach towel and put it down. So if you're wondering, why is that girl standing on a towel? There's a practical reason for it, I promise. Oh no, last week he did? Oh gosh, well maybe that means nothing like that is going to happen this week because we've already made a sacrifice for the summer, right? Well, we can file this one under songs that friends wrote. This is written by a friend of mine that I made all those years ago while I was living in Nashville. And she has since quit playing for reasons that are all largely related in living in Nashville. But the good news is she has started writing again, and she's been writing up a storm. And a couple years ago, after she saw me play a show, we were texting, and she was like, "I've been writing again. Could I send you some songs?" And I said, "Absolutely." And I asked her if I could steal a couple of them. So this is one of them. This is written by my good friend Ariana Terrell Evans. This is called My Songs, My Calls Ain't All You're Missing. Were tight long as you held me, always showed up in your selfies, boy. Sometimes I even let you drive my car. I met your sister and your mama, always stayed out of the drama. I'm not some crazy girl you picked up at a bar. So I'll give it once, twice, 3 times, then I'm gone. I'm not the kind of girl who keeps on hanging on. You got the message, I can't make you listen. My calls ain't all you're missing. Please don't hear that I'm accusing, I'm just saying what you're losing. Got a heart as big as Houston, can't you see? Got time for all you're playing, and you ain't appreciate all the good things that you've got when you're with me. But I'll give it once, twice, 3 times, then I'm gone. I'm not the kind of girl who keeps on hanging on. You got the message, I can't make you listen. But my calls ain't all you're missing. Well, I ain't waiting on a ring. I just thought we had something. So I'll give it once, twice, 3 times, then I'm gone. I'm not the kind of girl who keeps on hanging on. But I'll give it once, twice, times, then I'm gone. I ain't the kind of girl who keeps on hanging on. You got the message, I can't make you listen. But my calls ain't all you're missing. My calls ain't all you're missing. Thank y'all so much. This is so sweet to have you all here with me today. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to see me back in Rock Springs and would like to know when that happens, I do have an email list sign up. There's a little notebook over here. I'd love to take your email home with me. I only send out a semi-regular email, so don't worry about getting spammed too much. All week I've been like, I need to send an email, and I have not sent an email. So there's probably a greater likelihood that you won't get enough info from me, and not that you'll get spammed, but I would love to be able to stay in touch and let you know when I'm coming back around. I also have all kinds of miscellaneous t-shirts, and if you like to party like it's 1999, I have compact discs for sale, so I could send you home with some of that. So anyway, it's so great to be here on this beautiful day. I'm going to play you one of the next songs that will be coming out from old Rigby Summer. I've been working on this song in a studio just outside Denver, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with the world, but meanwhile, you get to hear it right here today. This is a song I wrote called Lonely by Myself. I guard my heart. Only those whose presence proves to be sweeter than my solitude may pass. With each fresh start, you did everything you could to convince me of the good you thought I'd see. Well, thanks for the offer, but I don't need your help. I can do lonely all by myself, all by myself. You call me cold because I won't tolerate the push and pull you always seem to send my way. Well, thanks for the offer, but I don't need your help. I can do lonely all by myself. Meeting you felt like coming home again to a place that I had never been. A random chance first encounter with a long lost friend. Thanks to the offer, but I don't need your help. I can do lonely all by myself. I guard my heart. Only those whose presence proves to be sweeter than my solitude may pass. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna play a slower, sadder song again. This is a happy little ditty about alcoholism and codependency. So, even at your best. Oh, and I need to not capo this. How about that? That was about to sound really terrible. So, thank you for your grace. It's like, that feels really weird. I wonder why that feels so weird. Yep. Anybody here who's musical knows that if you try to sing a song like a whole step higher than you normally do, that's going to feel real weird. And the great news is this is out on the World Wide Web now for everyone to see. Gonna feel a lot better. Here we go. This is called From the Bottle Up. Even at your best, you struggle to get past those thoughts you're thinking. And when the darkness surrounds you, it's hard for you to breathe. The only way way I know the lies that demon tells you is you're drinking. And once he's got you under his spell, he set his sights on me. When he looks at me, he swears he doesn't see that I've had struggle. He sees all my healing scars, forgetting how I bled. I know that he ain't you, it's just the mask you choose when you are hurting, consuming every good thing, not stopping till you're dead. Well, my friends say this is a battle I'll keep losing, but my heart says she ain't ready to give up this fight. But it's hard to deny every single night it's not me you're choosing, and only you can save us both from the bottle up. 'Cause even at my worst, I struggle not to insert myself in trouble, convinced in every darkened space I can be a light. But after all these years of drowning in others' tears, my heart cries mercy. Girl, it's time to let go. It's time for you to rest. 'Cause my friends say this is a battle I'm not winning, but my heart says she ain't ready to give up this fight. Well, I wish that we could go back to the beginning and find a way to start again from the bottom up. 'Cause my friends say this is a battle I'll keep losing, and only you can save yourself from the bottle up. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank y'all so much. Well, that's a nice cloud that just came and gave us a little extra shade, huh? That feels good. All right, well, this is another one from one of those fancy compact discs that I have over here. I live in Oklahoma now, but I'm a Kansas girl first. I grew up in Kansas, was born just over the state line in Missouri, but I spent all of my upbringing in Kansas, in a town about an hour outside of Kansas City, doing all the 4-H things and having a good, relatively small town upbringing. And I went to Kansas State University. And this next song was written off of a song prompt a while back. I used to do a thing called February Album Writing Month. If you like to write songs, I highly recommend it. It's a rad community of people all over the world who congregate online during the month of February to encourage one another in the grand goal and task of writing 14 songs in the 28 days of February. And part of that community is that we'll have song skirmishes where you have an hour to write a song based on a prompt that somebody posts at an appointed time. So I wrote this off of a song prompt that the prompt was buckle up. And I don't know why, but probably because it was cold in winter and a little bit miserable. And I started thinking about a beautiful spring day when I was a freshman at Kansas State University. If you don't know about K-State, it's kind of nestled around the Flint Hills, which are these big, beautiful hills in the middle of Kansas. Nobody thinks that there's hills in Kansas. I can assure you that they are there. I grew up with them, I promise, cross my heart. But there are these big, beautiful hills in central Kansas that just, when I was a kid, when we drive there, I always felt like you could just touch the clouds from these hills because there's limestone that grows right underneath the topsoil, so there's only a few inches of topsoil. Nothing can grow there, like there's no trees. It's just miles and miles of pasture and grassland on these huge hills. It's beautiful. And on this beautiful spring Friday, my freshman year at Kansas State University, I was very good at scheduling, so I made sure that I had Fridays off second semester my freshman year. And so it was one of the last Fridays of the semester, and I just took off driving through the hills. And at the time I was going through, I don't know if anybody remembers the band 10,000 Maniacs, but I was going through a serious 10,000 Maniacs phase. And I was listening to this album they have called Our Time in Eden on repeat. And the song that you might know that was pretty popular from that is called These Are the Days. And I just rolled down the windows in my car and I drove around with my arm hanging out the window, driving on this beautiful day through the hills, listening to These Are the Days on repeat. And I remember thinking as a 19-year-old, I don't totally know where I'm going or what I'm supposed to be doing, but I feel like this is what it's supposed to feel like to be 19 with my whole life ahead of me, just driving with the windows down on a spring day, thinking about all that was to come. And I think, if I'm being honest, when I wrote this song, I was like missing the hope of those days of having everything ahead of me. And so I now realize I think I wrote this song to sing it back to me when I'm starting to forget. So this song is for the young and for the young at heart. For the young, it's a reminder that all of the beauty that you see and feel right now, hang on to it and remember it. And if you're young at heart, keep on remembering that feeling because I think that's what gets us through. This is called Hold On. You were driving home in May, singing all these are the days with the radio. The sun swallowed up the ground, and our youthful hearts were drowned in the afterglow. By what theory, by what fire, we lose our fury and find desire. We were driving home in May with the willow branches swaying to and fro, our arms floating in By what theory, by what fight, we lose our fury and find desire. Hold on to these thoughts, hold on to these days, hold on to the hope you feel when all your life before you lay. Will we ever be so free? Will we ever be so strong as the moment when we first began to feel the beat of our own song, chasing after the days ahead? 'Cause some will build you up, but most will drag you down. You've got to buckle up. Don't let their hateful words keep you down. Hold on to these thoughts. Hold on to these days. Hold on to the hope you feel when all your life before you lays. Will we ever be so free? Will we ever be so strong as the moment when we first began to feel the beat of our own song, chasing after the days ahead? You were driving home in May, singing "Oh, these are the days" with the radio. Thank you all so much. Okay, next up I've got another one from my first record, which is called Geography. It's available wherever you like to listen to music. And it's also available on the compact disc, Geography, right over here at my little table. This is one of the songs, a big part of how I ended up getting plugged in Wyoming. 6 years ago, I worked in Saratoga for a summer, and in the midst of that, I made friends with some folks up in Lander, and somehow fell into like the music family in Lander in just a couple of weekends of going up to visit. And they encouraged me to enter the Wyoming Singer-Songwriter Contest, and so I did. And this is one of the songs that I played that was a favorite that night, and I ended up going up to 10 Sleep for the finals that September, which was really rad. And it's my understanding, I'm so glad that Austin and Ellie are here, because they're going to be here next week. Y'all should go hear them. But we got to talking about Wyoming singer-songwriters yesterday. And did you say that there's a one of the preliminaries is coming up here? Yeah. What night is that going to be? This Saturday. So this Saturday, there's going to be one of the preliminaries for that. If you know somebody around here, anywhere around here, who writes songs, it's my understanding that they still have some spots available, and they'd love to hear your songs. If you've never gotten plugged in and you're missing community because you write songs but you think you're by yourself, or even if you know a few people, like, come on out and join the Wyoming Singer-Songwriters this Saturday and compete. Who knows? Maybe you'll win. Who can say? But this is a song I wrote called "Buy Me a Piano." You could buy me a piano or an old bass guitar or a golden with a Bigsby. If you want to go that far, I have no need for trinkets. I don't care Forget that diamond ring. Or you could drive me to the mountains, and we could hike Yosemite, watch the sunset over Half Dome, and count the stars from the valley. 'Cause I have no need for trinkets. I don't care about shiny things. But baby, drive me to the mountains and skip that diamond ring. Show me you could be my soulmate, and we'll be set for life. And maybe when I have a bad day, you could just be there. You could listen to my story, show how much you care. 'Cause I have no need for trinkets. Our most precious gift is time. Baby, I just need your loving. That don't cost a dime. But you could buy me a piano. Ooh, oh yeah. Thank you so much. Keep it right there. This is another one of those that I wrote during February album writing month. It's funny, a lot of my songs that I love the most came from those 1 hour skirmishes where I got a prompt and I had to get out of my head and just get it down on paper. And for the longest time, I didn't play this song anywhere because I was like, this is just a silly, silly song. And a couple years ago, I got to play the county fair up in Worland at the Washington County Fair. And I was like, I need more upbeat songs because it was like a 2-hour set or something like that with the band. And I was like, I need more upbeat songs. I need to pump this up. I guess I'm going to bring this out. And so I taught the band to play this song. And wouldn't you know it, there were a whole bunch of people who were like, is that song out? That one song that you sang about the small town, like, is that out? Like, we need to listen to that song. And I was like, I guess I can't put this song away anymore. We're going to have to play this more. So I do. This is a song I wrote called There'll Be Trouble. And as I mentioned before, I grew up in kind of a smallish town. Is anybody here from like a really small town? Let me hear it. Is anybody here from like a real small town? Oh gosh, you guys are so quiet and bashful. the train's from a small town. Anyway, I grew up in a smallish town. I'm gonna say a smallish town because I live in a college town that's kind of like Laramie, where it gets real quiet in the summer and feels like a small town. All the weirdos come out, it's awesome. And I play music in a lot of small towns, and what I know about living in a small town is the two pillars of society tend to be shenanigans and the gossip about shenanigans. And that's what this song is about. It's about shenanigans and gossip. It's not true, but it's probably true somewhere. Well, it's been 2 weeks since Bobby Joe went missing. She said she had to go buy cigarettes, but the day before her sister caught her kissing that no good son of a bitch from Lafayette. And you won't find someday to find good folks together, like small town gossip, juicy as can be. Yeah, well, I ain't one to roll the dice, but now I'm thinking twice. I'll place my bet that there will be trouble tonight. By Saturday, they'd launched the investigation. Her boyfriend called the county cavalry. He did not suspect reckless adulteration from the sweetheart of the Crowley chief of police. And you won't find something to find good folks together, juicy as can be. Yeah, well, if you think love wins out, I'm here to cast some doubt. You better hedge those bets, 'cause there'll be trouble tonight. All right. Now here we are for the dramatic conclusion of our Tuesday night made-for-TV movie. It goes like this. Today at sunset, her Ford truck came rolling into town. You can't imagine the surprise. While that poor chief of police was out patrolling, we saw the words "just married" painted on the side. And you won't find something to find two folks together, like the fear of God as they run from the law. Yeah, the one who jilts a lover better keep it undercover, or you better believe that there'll be trouble tonight. Yeah, the one who jilts a lover better keep it undercover, or you better believe that there'll be trouble tonight. Thank you all so much. All right. Well, the good news is, if you too like that song, it just came out about a month ago. There's an acoustic version of it that I did just in a little studio in Stillwater for an organization called Okie Records that does a lot to promote all kinds of artists across Oklahoma, but mostly within the red dirt genre. But we did a fun little acoustic session of that song, and it came out on their latest compilation, Okie Records Volume 2. Also available everywhere that you love to stream music along with a whole bunch of other up-and-coming artists from Oklahoma. There's some really good stuff on that, so go have it a listen. Hope you like it. This next song is a little more serious again. And this song, the inception of this song was in a few years ago. I was visiting my cousin in Georgia, and he's got 3 kids who, especially when they were younger, anytime I visited, I like to take them on auntie dates, and each one of them could pick what we were going to go do together. And that particular year is when the live action Beauty and the Beast came out, and the middle child, like, as soon as I got there, she was like, I know what I want to do. I want you to pick me up after school tomorrow, and we're going to go see Beauty and the Beast. I've already seen it 4 times, but I want to see it 5, and I want to see it with you. And I was like, all right, done. So that's what we did. I went and picked her up at school, and we go to the movie theater. And about halfway through the movie, I started thinking about some things that I was dealing with back home. And I'm thinking about this movie and thinking about this story that I had attached to so strongly when I was the same child's age. And I almost picked up that sweet 9-year-old and walked out of the movie theater because I realized that the story that I had bought at 9 years old, she was now buying as well. And that's the story as a young girl, that if you are good enough and smart enough and pretty enough and clever enough, you can take a beast and love him into a prince. And we'll just say it's bull honky. There's kids here, so I'll say it that way today. I did not walk out of the movie theater. I figured that was probably a conversation for another day when she was older, but I also had a feeling, number one, there would be a song that came out of that moment, and number two, before that song could come, I had a long summer ahead of me extracting myself from a very difficult situation. And thankfully that is what I did. And about a year later, when all of that was finally said and done, I was just horsing around on my guitar one day and had a riff come to me, and I realized this was the song. We were going to write it. So this is a song I wrote called Beast. It will likely be out on my next record. Came on strong, he came on sweet. He came and swept me off my feet. He was a man of my dreams, but things weren't what they seemed. No, nothing's as it seems. Like a prince with boyish charm, how I fell into his arms, but a subtle shift in mood, a change is coming soon, and there was nothing I could do. As he told little white lies, something just ain't right. He couldn't see through his own pain, so he slowly chipped away at my beauty and good grace. Then he showed his second face, me to stay. Then he'd do just what he pleased, and the things he said would bring me to my knees. I told myself you can't love away the beast. Gotta get yourself free. for so long, and when I stopped singing his song, well, that's when he ran to you. But girl, don't be a fool. I thought I could help him too. Has he shown you how he lies? I heard he put his fist through your front door last night, 'cause he'll do just what he please. And the things he says will bring you to your knees. But girl, you know you can't love away the beast. He's gotta set himself free. You gotta get yourself free. Thank you all so much. Sometimes I hesitate to play that song in my set, and usually when I hesitate, it's when I'm most supposed to play it. Ooh, hello. But I feel like it's an important message to be heard and to be told. And if that's something that you've ever dealt with, I'm sorry. But the good news is, on the other side, there's been a whole lot of music and a whole lot of new friendships. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much. And in April 2020, I was catching up with a songwriter friend of mine, Ed Dubois, who lives in Michigan. And he was like, hey, so what have you been doing since we've been sitting around our houses for 6 weeks? I said, I built a garden. What did you do? What have you been doing? He said, I wrote a song. Would you like to hear it? And I said, yes, I would. And so he said, I'm gonna send you a video. I want you to listen to it and call me back. And I was like, all right. So I did, and I did. And he said, what did you think? And I said, I think I'm going to steal that song from you. And so I did. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. That's so kind of you. So this is a song written by my friend Ed Dubois called This Old Heart. I'm a slow mover, an improver. When something gets knocked over, I just reach for the Hoover. A simple woman with a steady hand, faded hopes and worn out dreams I ain't give up on yet. Well, it's been a long night, for a long time. I tried to get from here to there, and I damn near lost my mind. But now I'm home again, and thankful for my friends, praying for somebody I can stand with till the end. So I do my best to hold it all together when this old world just wants to fall apart. Telling us we're in for nasty weather, but it's nice and warm right here in this old heart. Well, I've seen some rough road, a heavy load, and now I'm beating back a jungle of some seeds that I let grow. And from all I've seen, and everywhere I've been, the only peace I've yet to find is the peace peace I choose to know. But I do my best to hold it all together when this old world just wants to fall apart. They're telling us we're in for nasty weather, but it's nice and warm right here in this old heart. But when darkness falls and the nighttime falls, when it seems we've lost our way and this world slows to a crawl, when it feels like the end, it's just time to start again. To trust in one another as we travel around the bend and do our best to hold it all together when this old world just wants to fall apart. Telling us we're in for nasty weather, but it's nice and warm right here in this old heart. So never mind those changes in the weather, 'cause it's nice and warm right here in this old heart. Thank you all so much. Now I'm going to ask my lovely assistant if he would refill my water bottle from our wonderful water jug over here. All right, well, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to play you an Ian Tyson tune now. I'm not accepting that objection. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my tuning song. There you go. Also, thank you, Chad. And which organization are you with? Is it the Downtown Rock Springs that brought me here? Thank you so much for having me. I've got a few more songs for you. But we've been trying for a couple of years to get me here for this, and I'm so glad that I could be here with you all today. And thanks for all y'all are doing to work on your downtown. There's such a beautiful space here. And I love that there's a coffee shop and a train depot. We've been sending pictures. We have a friend in Austin who performs as Union Specific. And we've been sending him pictures from Rock Springs we got in yesterday. And he's just like, why can't we have this in Austin? This is so cool. So there's somebody in Austin who is jealous of you in Rock Springs. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You got real good bones here, so I can't wait to see how you continue to make cool things happen here downtown. There's a young man that I know whose age is 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado. He's just out of the service and looking for his fun someday soon. I'm going with him someday soon. My parents, they can't stand him 'cause he rides the rodeo. Daddy says he's gonna leave me crying, but I would follow him right down the roughest road know someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. When he comes to call, my boy ain't got a good word to say. Maybe 'cause he was just as wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love back to me. He's riding in the night from California, and he loves that damn old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. When he comes to call, my pa ain't got a good word to say. Maybe 'cause he was just as wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love back to me. He's riding in the night from California, and he loves that damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. All right. Well, this next one is another one that we have just about ready to send out into the world. This is a song I wrote about sitting on my front porch. And this is a song for anybody who maybe has taken a little longer to find their way home. This is called Heaven with You. Your hand in my left, the whiskey in my right, our feet on the porch rails as the world goes by. I don't know what is waiting when this life is through, but all the heaven I need is right here with you. We've both done some chasing, we've both been pursued. We've both done some bruising, we both have been used. But with all we're unlearning, one thing remains true. The only hell I know is life without you. Find myself wishing away all our tears. But your love reminds me how each broken heart is what brought us here. Where your hands in my left, There's whiskey in my right. Our feet on the porch rails as the world goes by. I don't care what is waiting when this life is through. 'Cause I would walk through hell again to find heaven with you. Yes, I would walk through hell again to find heaven with you. All right, well, the next and last cover that I have for you, I have this song and then one more. I'm going to play you this cover and then a song of my own, but this is a fairly popular song that's been rolling around for, gosh, I think almost 20 years now. And I think a lot of folks think this is a romantic love song, and I reckon it could be, but I play this song second to last almost every single set that I play, and that means I've played this song a lot of times for a lot of people. And the more I do this, the more convinced I become that this is not a romantic love song. Instead, it's a love song from a weirdo like me to weirdos like you who show up and listen to us and listen to our stories and our songs. And also weirdos like all of everything from parks in the middle of downtowns or bars or restaurants or theaters or Red Rocks or wherever that create spaces for us to gather together to share these moments and to share these songs and stories together. So I think that is a love song from weirdo like me to all the weirdos like that who give us a place for this. So thank you all so much for being here and for listening to me and enjoying this day with me together. If you have time to stick around, I would love to send as many of you as possible home with some roses here. I brought these just for y'all, and this song is dedicated to each and every one of you for being here. And thank you. You've made me feel like $1 million today, so thanks for being here. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them to. Yes, it's true that I was made for you. I climbed across the mountain top, swam all across the ocean blue. I crossed all the lines and broke all the rules, but baby, I broke them all for you. 'Cause even when I was flat broke, you made me feel like $1 million, 'cause you knew, and I was made for you. You see the smile that's on my mouth. It's hiding the words that won't come out. And all of my friends who think I'm blessed, they don't know my head's a mess. No, they don't know who I really am. They don't know what I've been through like you do. And I was made for you. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them to. Yes, it's true that I was made for you. Oh, yes, it's true that I was made for you. Thank you all so much, and one more time, thank you to Downtown Rock Springs here and all of our wonderful sponsors who make this happen. I'm so glad to be here. This has been so worth the trip and lovely to be here with y'all. I have one last song for you. As a reminder, I do have email list sign up over here. Would love to take your email home with me so we can stay in touch and I can let you know when I'm coming back through this area. I've got CDs, I've got t-shirts, I've got all kinds of good stuff. But most of all, I have roses, and even if you're not buying anything or tipping or anything like that, I would love to send one of those home with you. So I apologize in advance. There is like a 99% chance that you are going to wake up at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning with this song running through your head and be like, what is this tune? But I hope you think of me and remember this moment. This is a song I wrote called Feel. I hope y'all have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your summer. We'll see you out there next time. Last night, I think I might have let it all out. Didn't really mean to shout, but it felt damn good. I don't know if I finally might have gotten through. I gave my heart to you. I done all I could. But baby, if I was just to always turn tail and run every time I got a little bit shy of the gun, I'd take a million steps back for every step forward. And it's not that I don't get scared as shit, it's just I don't think it's any way to live. We gotta move in close and love just a little more. And so I feel like I'm just getting stronger. And I feel like I'm moving on. But I feel if we lingered here longer, you may feel we'd start to get along. Well, I know you've been hurt before. Baby, I'm not that girl. Don't ever wanna be. And you know, I love you to your very last nerve. By grace, that's what we deserve. Someone to love us fiercely. You think that you were too late lazy, too bored, too bad to ever think you had a shot at the things I've had. Well, you got it all wrong if you wanted to love higher. Because, well, we were still waiting for life to be getting better for every last one of your mortal sins, from your very first breath down to the wire. And so I feel like I'm just getting stronger, and I feel like I'm moving on, but I feel if we linger here longer, you may feel we'd start to get along. 'Cause I feel like I'm just getting stronger, and I feel like I'm moving on. Thanks y'all so much. I'm Rigby Summer, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon.